I've got your full attention as the last speaker. I have more material than my 3 minutes allow, so I'm going to get to the first and then skip to the last. I'm going to try and distribute it. I've already sent it by email to Mary Kim, and I'm going to send it to each supervisor. And if Mary Kim can redistribute it, that'll be great. What's interesting in here is I have documented felonies by Fairfax County Police that are ignored. I have documented felonies by Fairfax County attorneys that are ignored. I have statutory malfeasance that are ignored. So let me just give you a moment of background. In '93, the Fairfax County Police came cruising on my wife's family farm and arrested me and charged me, three of my kids, with possession of fireworks, and charged me with 3 counts of delinquency, contributing to delinquency of a minor. Since there was no probable cause, it was thrown out. Now, I'll give you, you'll have to read this, because otherwise I don't want to end up reading the whole thing to you, but it's worth it. And I'll try and get this in the newspaper. But let me start. My first paragraph. My name is Dan Heily, and the takeaway from this soliloquy is that it is vital that the Internal Affairs Department be a separate career service so that for officers, and that the head of Internal Affairs be at the same level as the police chief, like it is in New York City. Now, I'm going to skip all the good stuff, which I hope you get to read. And the end here, it says, Internal Affairs Organization. For years, it had been a pernicious policy of requiring personnel to do a rotational tour as the head of Internal Affairs before they could take over a district station. This results in a strong incentive to cover up police misconduct, because if you don't, you may not advance your career. New topic, last week, four DUIs were dismissed. When dismissing one of the 4 DUIs, Judge Klinghand stated, quote, "A case like this will hopefully send a message to the police department and to the community that we have the ability to record both audio and video. Video interaction with the police, and that's for everyone's safety and everyone's protection. It effectively eliminates misunderstandings, miscommunications, and frankly, misremembering of details over any kind of conduct and confrontation." Misremembering is a fabulous euphemism for perjury, and I commend him. My conclusions. It is vital that the head of Internal Affairs be peer to the police chief, and Internal Affairs personnel be shielded by the chief of police. This way, like the way it is in New York City, and I also believe it's in Chicago also. Given that so many of your members have a vested interest to protect, I suggest the following. Produce a majority report that states all procedures are fine. Then produce a minority report by those without a vested interest and have that minority report contain the improvements. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Mr. Heily.